Hey foodies, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my Gadget Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make royal caramel apple cheesecake, and I'll be using my Ninja Foodi grill. This recipe came together after a few minutes of me standing in my pantry saying, I want to make a cheesecake, but what am I going to put on top of it? So here are the ingredients that I ended up using. As always, all ingredients and measurements will be listed down below in the description box. So first we're going to start off by melting some butter. Once the butter is melted, we're going to add some graham cracker crumbs to a mixing bowl with some sugar and some cinnamon. And now I'm going to add in a little bit more cinnamon because y'all know I don't measure stuff. I just look at it and shake until it looks good. So anyways, I've mixed my crumbs, sugar, and cinnamon, and now it's time to add in the melted butter. So mix everything together, and this is what it'll look like when you're all done. And then you're going to transfer your crumbs to a greased 8-inch springform pan. Now just a heads up, the Foodi grill actually fits up to a 9-inch pan. So here I am, I'm just using the bottom of a glass to press the crumbs into the bottom and the sides of the pan, and I'm popping it into the freezer to chill while I work on the cream cheese filling or cheesecake filling. Whatever. Anyways, I've got 2 8-ounce blocks of softened cream cheese, and I'm going to beat this on high until the cream cheese is nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, and I'm going to swap out the paddle for the whisk attachment. Next, I'm adding in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. If you don't want your cheesecake to be this rich, you can use half a can, but hey, give me all the sugar and fat. So I'm going to whip the milk and the cream cheese together till it's nice and smooth, and then I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Reduce your mixing speed to low and add in 2 eggs, 1 at a time, and mix until just combined. Do not over mix your filling. And here's what it looks like. It is so smooth and creamy, and look at those vanilla bean flakes. All right, so let's pour our batter into our baking pan, and look at this, lumps where ain't no lumps, okay? So now it's time to bake up this cheesecake. So I'm using the bake feature on the Ninja Foodi grill. It's preset at 300 degrees. So we let that preheat, and now I'm adding in the cheesecake. I'm using oven mitts so I don't burn my hands. And we are going to let this bake away. Now here's what the cheesecake looked like after about 10 minutes. I just wanted to see how it was going. And the Foodi is doing a great job. It's not baking it too fast at all. So I baked the cheesecake at 300 for 30 minutes, and this is what it looked like. The center wasn't quite as set as I wanted it to be, so I cooked for an additional 5 minutes, and then I let the cheesecake stay in the Ninja for 10 minutes before I removed it. So this is what it looked like when the 10 minutes was up, and I just let it cool, and then I placed it in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Once the cheesecake had set, it was time to work on the topping. So I've got some butter, and I'm sauteing about half a cup of chopped pecans, and to that I'm adding some caramel apple pie filling, and we're going to stir that up. And then to that I'm going to add in some maple syrup, and we're going to let that cook for a couple minutes. And then I'm going to remove the mixture from the heat, and I'm going to add in some salted caramel Crown Royal. So good. You can totally skip this step, but I wouldn't advise it. And now I'm adding in some vanilla, giving that a stir. And now it's time to pour this delicious topping over my chilled cheesecake. So the only thing left to do is to slice it up, serve it up, and eat it up. And boy, let me tell you, this was good. The cheesecake was so creamy and rich. The crust was perfect. That topping was perfection. Like I said, you can skip the Crown Royal, but I do not advise it. You can even skip the pecans, but I don't advise that either. So what do you think? Leave me a comment and let me know if you plan on giving this recipe a try. And if you did like this recipe, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel and I appreciate it. And if you're here and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and tap that button and click that bell so you know every time that I upload, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As always, thanks so much for watching, and remember, get out of that drive-thru and get into the kitchen. Bye!